opening lineup for Boston. Pritchard and White are their guards. Then there's Brown, and it's Kata in at the center. And for the Wizards, they've got Chris Middleton. Koulibaly is out there with McCollum. Then it's George, and it's Czar in at the 5. And a few of the top guys, Coach, in this league have been on hot streaks, fueling early MVP conversations. I guess it's never too early to talk about the MVP, is it?
Yeah, that definitely builds excitement for the fans and sets the narrative for the rest of the season. But you know, Kevin, it's still way too early to tell how it's going to shake out.
Now here's Middleton. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Assertive play from Middleton in the paint, just absorbing that contact.
Outside, White. Back to Brown. Over George. Brown's shot is good.
Well, you got to know the scouting report on Brown. He's solid cashing in from the mid-range.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Brian Keefe had a few moments to share with me. Coach showed nothing but respect for Derek White. He told me White is the ultimate glue guy. He's not worried about his stats. Instead, he fills in the gaps and does whatever is necessary to help his team win. He is truly an unselfish player. Back to you guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Middleton. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Pass to Walsh. Celtics passing it around. Stolen by Middleton. And here we go. Fast break. Czar's got it. Koulibaly, no good. And here's Boston. Their last encounter was in Boston.
And they cruised to a big win in their last meeting, getting that opposing starting lineup out of the game early with foul trouble.
Yeah, I don't think you can count on that happening every time, but it's a nice advantage when the calls go that way.
Here's Pritchard. 9-point game his last outing. Brown outside. Shot clock at 6. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
White, good.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
Middleton left side. Koulibaly with the screen for Middleton. And Boston with the rebound.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Here's George following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Here's Walsh. He's guarded by McCollum. Out to White. Pass to Kata. Brown outside. Over George. And again, it's Boston converting.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Middleton with a screen from McCollum. To stop the run. No good off the back of the rim.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look, just couldn't finish.
White, the kick out to Brown. It's good from long range. Brown's got 11 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Wizards trail by 9. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's best defenses. Third spot, the Celtics.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Sarr finds Middleton. Now Sarr. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Well, he's a crafty combo guard. You got to love seeing McCollum play the role of distributor there.
Pritchard with the ball. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Brown outside. Rebound, Washington. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor or you're going to struggle.
Yeah, look, it's really hard to win a game being one-dimensional. It can be done, but it doesn't happen very often.
Here's White. A three-pointer is right on target. He has 6.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Pass to Middleton. A 3 from McCollum. The rebound by Kata. Celtics on offense. They're on a 19-7 run. Power down with both hands.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Here's Sarr. Had a 24-point outing in their last game against Indiana. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
No, that's just too much Alex Sarr there. At about 7 feet, he is a lot to handle.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
Free throw good, Sarr. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, thanks. The Celtics this summer trading Drew Holiday for Anthony Simons, a player almost a decade younger. And Simons' deep threat capability is definitely a fit for the way the Boston Celtics like to play, especially now moving forward. If he can fit in defensively, he could be a long-term contributor, guys.
Yeah, he's more than capable. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Got a hand on it. Brown deciding where to go with it. Pass to Walsh. They set the screen. Now Pritchard. Just 4 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. And Sarr pulls it down. Wizards trail by 9. And George gets to Middleton. Lets it fly from 18. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. Middleton's got 6.
Boy, that's a nice shot. Middleton is a tricky cover in that medium range area.
White the pass to Kata. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Boston again missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Driving inside. Middleton, and the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Pritchard passes to Walsh. Pritchard with the screen on Middleton. Back to Pritchard. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And boy, are they attacking the paint.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
1.
And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Yeah, even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Boston. In the early season, they find themselves down in 9th place. And, of course, Washington, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record. Wizards trail by 8. Middleton outside. Back to McCollum. Over Pritchard. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Middleton. McCollum's got 5 now.
Well, McCollum really can hit from anywhere. He's got every move.
Pass to Brown. Over George. That misses off the backboard. And so George will bring it up for Washington. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
Brown outside. Drills the three-pointer. 14 points for him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Pass to Middleton. Beyond the arc. And Boston with the rebound. Kata's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now Pritchard. It's White on the wing. He's defended by Koulibaly. Here's Walsh. Jacks up a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Walsh has got his second basket.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Outside, George. And here's Middleton. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
George sets a screen for Middleton. No good with the triple. Celtics leading by 10. Down low. Back to Pritchard. Over in the corner, White. Pass to Kata. Over Sarr, and Kata gets it to go. And the Celtics lead by 12.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
The shot's good.
Well, that's the thing about McCollum. He can absorb the contact and still complete the play.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Boston making some changes. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter of the game. Now, here's Simon. He's guarded closer. 6 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Boston. Hauser misses.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Whitmore up top. Washington needs to get a shot off here from the arc. And it's Carrington missing. Celtics leading by 10. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside, Simons. Here's Hauser. 14 points from him the last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Celtics substitution. Number 28, Hugo Gonzalez.
And here's Kispert from the arc. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Celtics out in front, up 10. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
They've got Corey Kispert. Carlton Carrington is out there with Whitmore. Then there's Marvin Bagley. And it's Champagnie in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And here's Kispert from the arc. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Here's Simons. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Some guts. Simons finishing with strength.
Wizards trail by 12. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, the Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said, the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game, use the things that got you here, and see if it sticks. Back to you.
Learning on the job. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Sinks the triple. Simons has got 5.
That's a textbook catch and shoot. Simons got his feet lined up and was ready to go.
Bagley dishes to Kispert. For the 3, drills it from outside. Kispert's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Tillman. No scoring in this one. Outside, Simons. 4 on the shot clock. Over Whitmore. And it's Simons missing.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Pass to Kispert. For 3. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
Now, here's Boucher. Fires from deep. Rebound, Washington. Bagley's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Champagnie. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Celtics leading by 7. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And some changes here for the Celtics. Walsh is checked in. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Sam Hauser. Washington on D. They trail by 7. Back to Simons. Sweet move. He lays it in. Simons has got 7 points. Stan, you and, well, your whole family, masters of defensive coaching. So with that in mind, what makes a great defender?
Wow, that is a great question, Kevin, and a complicated one in a lot of ways. Number one, length and athletic ability really help you. Guys who can move their feet and have great length can cover up a lot of mistakes. But then there's the fundamentals and your ability to move your feet and great focus and determination.
Here's McCollum following the bucket by the Celtics. Pocket 6.
Look, a leader both on and off the floor. You can tell McCollum's teammates really look up to him.
Hey, Stan, how about the Boston Celtics? Back-to-back 60-win seasons.
Well, Kevin, winning 50 is a great season. 60 wins is simply incredible. We have lots of regular seasons where no team wins 60. Credit Joe Mazzulla, his staff, and players for keeping this thing rolling.
That free throw, no good. Well, Stan, one expression you hear, foul baiting. Players using sneaky tricks to draw a foul.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I'm not a huge fan of that, of guys developing that as a skill. But I will say this. It only works against undisciplined defense. If defense has the discipline to stay solid and fundamental, then you're not going to get baited into those things, and a lot of times those foul baiters end up taking bad shots. Yeah, for some reason, McCollum has always flown under the radar, but he's a constant threat to score 20-plus points, and he does it efficiently.
Walsh, the shot from the low post is good. Walsh has got 9 points.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
To Bagley, and finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
Now, here's Simons. He has 7. Outside, White. From outside, off the mark. Wizards trail by 10. Pass to Whitmore. Now Middleton, a 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
From downtown, rebound by the Wizards.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the basket by McCollum.
So comfortable off the feet. McCollum has made a lot of these over the years.
Simons surveying the D. Brown outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Pass to Whitmore. And here's Middleton. Launches it. They get it back. And finished off by Bagley.
And the dogged attitude of Bagley. When shots go up, he wants to be the first to pounce on misses.
Brown outside. Now White fires the 3, and the 3 ball is good. White's got 9 points.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, forcing the defense to extend out.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Wizards making a change here. Sarge checked in. Celtics also with a sub. Kate is checked in. And so McCollum will bring it up for the Wizards. 8-point game. Pass to Song. Wizards passing it around. And a wide open look for Whitmore. Traps in the tray. Whitmore's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Walsh. White, bounce pass. 3-pointer, Simon. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Koulibaly with it. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. And a wide open look for McCollum. Boston grabs the miss. Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Yeah, those opposing crowds can put you off balance at the stripe, but you got to block out the noise and make those free throws.
That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to just 4 points with the bucket for Middleton.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And the big fella Alexar showing promise. Greg especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game, and has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
So it's Washington now after the basket by Boston. Here's Middleton. Another one falls for Washington.
Well, it's a throwback night for Chris Middleton. He's up there in age, but he can still take over a game with his scoring.
Now, here's Simon. He's got 9. It's Brown on the wing. Off target from outside.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Whitmore. Wizards keeping it alive in a fresh 14-second shot clock.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
And Brown now atop the key. Back to Simons. Pass to Brown. Let's go. Washington with the rebound. Middleton's got 5 rebounds tonight.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Fires it up. That fall. Nice feed that time from McCollum. 15 points for Chris Middleton.
Great to see Middleton producing like this. You can tell he loves to be a factor in his team's success.
Here's White. Up and in on the layup.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
McCollum outside. Middleton outside. Back to McCollum. Fires for 3. Rebound Boston. Kata's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Simon's on the wing. Going inside. Outside, White takes a 3. The rebound by Middleton. Wizards trail by 4. Pass to Koulibaly. Now Whitmore. Sar with the screen on White. To the paint and taken away by Brown. Brown putting it on the deck. Chalk up 2 there. Brown's got 4 this quarter.
And Brown is lethal in the open floor. Once he has a step on you, it's over.
A good look from McCollum. Almost, but it rolls out. Celtics leading by 6. Outside, White. Simon's on the wing. 1:36 left to play in the first half. Back to White. On the clock. Over Koulibaly. Offensive rebound. Outside, White. Goes back up. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Middleton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Back to McCollum. Sar with a screen on Simon. McCollum kicks to Middleton. drought. And no good. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
And here's the fast break. Pass to Simons. Over in the corner, White. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
And White knows he has the green light to fire from deep. Great looking 3-ball there.
McCollum outside. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Wizards, C.J. McCollum.
Find the lane.
Shooting
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. On the wing, Brown. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Boston Celtics bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead, where they've gotten their best production tonight. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Jalen, a strong defensive effort thus far. What do you guys need to improve on in the second half?
To be honest, it could be a little better. We could all be a little better, especially me. Made a little bit of mistakes in the first half, so second half we got to clean it up.
He set the bar high, guys.
Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings.
You look at the Celtics. They're right where I expected them to be. The effort is there, but their play is inconsistent. Feels like they're still constructing this roster. We'll see what they look like by the end of the year.
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the Celtics.
They've had a lot of success in transition, running for their lives like a turkey in November. Bark, bark, bark.
I don't know that that's a great comparison or a good turkey sound effect. Neither is that. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Walsh in at the 4.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Wizards trail by 10. Middleton outside. Outside, George to the inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some data for White. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. And he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And trying to muscle up shots against him is tough. His body type makes it supremely difficult. Just a dominant rim protector all season. They throw good. McCollum. And so McCollum nails both of them. Boston leading by 8. Now Brown. Here's Walsh. Back to Brown. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Walsh. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
The Wizards shooting here about 46% for the game. Middleton outside. McCollum outside. Count it, good. McCollum's got 17.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside, White. Takes the 3, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Middleton outside. The 3. Rebound by the Celtics.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Pritchard against McCollum. White. And again, Boston with the triple.
That's a perfect 4 for 4 to open up the second half. Couldn't have asked for a better start after the break.
Pass to Koulibaly. And here's Middleton. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Celtics leading by 13. Outside, White. Back to Brown. Boston needs to get off a shot. Walsh can't get it to go.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
McCollum outside. Off target with his 3. Boston has gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. Brown kicks to White. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. White's got 23 points.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Stan, what's your read on him?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore. And I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is.
Here's McCollum. 17 points in the game. Middleton outside. 6 on the shot clock. And good that time. Sarr's got 9.
This is where Sarr wants to be, right under the hoop, within easy reach of the basket.
Pass to Pritchard. Koulibaly against White. Here's Brown. And he lays it straight in. He's got 20.
And over time, we've seen Brown ease into accepting more responsibility on offense. He's now a dangerous scorer.
Now here's McCollum. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
And Boston has possession. Following the three-pointer by Washington. Cans it from downtown. Walsh has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Celtics. And here's Middleton. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
And I love how active McCollum is. Superb at drawing contact on the way up.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Boston.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
Free throw good, McCollum. That one is no good. Celtics leading by 15. Bounce pass Pritchard. Walsh. And it's off from three-point range. And so George will bring it up for the Wizards. Pass to McCollum. Now Koulibaly. Sarr sets the screen for Koulibaly. Here's the three. And again, Washington, no good. For Boston, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Here's Walsh, defended by Middleton. White looking around. Out to the right wing. Here's Walsh, and he's good on the three ball. Walsh has got 18 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
In the corner, George with it. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Carlton Carrington's checked in for the Wizards. The Celtics also with a sub. Sam Hauser's checked in for Brown. Here's Pritchard. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. From outside the arc, drains the three-pointer. Pritchard's got 6 in the quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does his team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Back to you.
Truly an impact player. Thank you, Allie.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Pass to George. Middleton outside. Sarr sets the screen for Middleton, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Middleton's got 20 points.
Well, this is the kind of competitive fire you love seeing from Middleton. Answering right back with the three.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Carrington. There's a good screen. And it's White missing. Wizards trail by 21. Carrington in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by George. Carrington's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pritchard with the ball. He's got 14. Here's Kata. Pass to White. The three ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. White's got 12 now in this quarter.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Now here's Middleton. Back to George. Now Carrington. George with the screen on Pritchard. And it's Carrington missing. Celtics leading by 21. Now Hauser. Nothing on the board. Pass to Walsh. From deep. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. Coulibaly's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Middleton. And it's sent back by White.
On defense, how valuable is White? He's a guard who can protect the rim.
Pritchard with the ball. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Here's Sarr. On the wing, Coulibaly. Middleton the pass to George. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 5th assist in this one.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Pritchard. 14 points for him. It's deflected.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
Lets it go from deep, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. With a break in the action, time for a rundown now of the most accurate shooters at small forward over the last 10 games. Cam Whitmore, 4th.
And that tells you about their ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percentage.
Yeah, as a wing, it can be hard to hit your shots at a high rate. I applaud this group for playing smart basketball.
Now here's White. He's got 26. Pass to Tillman. Here's Brown. Over Whitmore. Brown, no good. And the Wizards with possession. They're on a 12-3 run. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Now, here's Simon. He's got 9. Now, here's Brown. A fadeaway. Rebounded by the Wizards. Now, Carrington. Pass to Champagny. And shot on the way. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Substitution. Number 99, Chris Boucher.
19 seconds left in the third. And here is Simons. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Launches a 3. It's not going to go for him. Derek White has been on display for Boston. He's got 8 3-pointers in the game now. What a job he's doing. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. C.J. McCollum out there with Carlton Carrington. Then it's Bagley. Then there's Whitmore. And it's Champagnie in at the power forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Here's Simons following the basket by C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons off the drive. Here's Brown. Strong finish through the contact from Brown.
Well, there's some power to JB's game. He can simply go through contact.
Inside, here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
To the middle. Here's Tillman, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Well, as his career has progressed, Brown's really improved his playmaking. Credit to him for putting in the work.
Here's Carrington. McCollum up top, covered by Simons. Back to Carrington. That 3 off the mark. Celtics leading by 15. Outside, Simons. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Wow, that was no wet spot he slipped on, folks. He just plain broke him down.
Yeah, you don't see guys weak-legged like that very often. We'll be seeing that play for weeks to come.
That's the kind of toughness Bagley needs to show on every possession. Shake off the contact and finish through.
Now here's Brown. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And they got to bring the double team on it.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And you think of all that Jaylen Brown has accomplished, Coach? Top of the list, 2024 Finals MVP.
Yeah, look, it's tough to beat that as an accomplishment, Kevin. To win your team a championship and be the biggest part of it. But what I love about Jaylen Brown is the consistency of what he's done throughout his career. This guy has been good for a long time, and he's still got a long way to go. A talented scorer and versatile defender. The athletic Brown is a vital piece for this team.
Back to Carrington. Inside. Puts the move on. Sarr gets the bucket.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And the dunk by Boucher.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
McCollum against Simons. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 22 points.
Well, no question McCollum is in the zone right now. Just letting the offense flow through him.
Brown inside. Defended by Carrington. 6 feet out. And it's Brown getting it to go. Brown's got 9 points here in the second half.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Whitmore. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
Here's Simon. Oh, the power on that throwdown. Wow.
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Man, can he get up and finish with power?
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Pass to Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Wow, here's Brown. Three-pointer. Rebounded by McCollum.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Here's Sarr. It's McCollum on the wing. 6 to shoot. A rebound by Simons. And Simons has got the ball here for Boston. From 11 feet away, again, the Celtics good for 2.
That's a really nice, compact jumper by Simons. He's always been a great shooter.
Pass to Champagnie. And here's McCollum. On the wing, Whitmore. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Celtics. Kata's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Brown the pass to Simons. The Celtics working the ball around now. No one covering. Hauser's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
I like the unselfish approach from Brown there. Willing to give it up to his open teammates.
Pass to Champagnie. McCollum up top, covered by Simons. McCollum against Simons. McCollum no good. Boston leading by 20. Brown with it. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Here's Sarr. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Boston making some changes. Walsh is checked in. And it's White in for Sam Hauser. Washington on D. Here's Walsh. Brown wide open. He fires. Misses the 3.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
Sarr finds McCollum. Brown against Middleton. Over Brown. The rebound by Kata. Celtics leading by 20. With some arc, and out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
Washington has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Richard, 3rd personal foul. 1st team foul. At the line for the Wizards, C.J. McCollum. 1 shot. One shot.
Free throw good, McCollum.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here's Pritchard. There's Brown with the three, nailed from three-point land. Brown's got 32 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
A wide open look here for Coulibaly. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Walsh. Brown outside. Right side, White. The tray. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Washington shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. Strong. The pass to Middleton. Now Coulibaly. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Middleton. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Middleton's got 23 points. Outside, White. Here's Kata. Now Pritchard. Good on the three-point shot. Pritchard's got 12 points in just the second half.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Back to McCollum. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
Back to Brown. To the inside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Alex Song.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Namias Kata, shooting 1.
One shot.
And that one misses. Washington's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Middleton on the wing. Rebound by the Celtics. Pritchard with the ball. Pass to Kata. Now here's White. The Celtics working the ball around now. Offensive rebound. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Here's Middleton after the basket by Boston. The rebound by Kata.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
1:25 left in the fourth. Pritchard against McCollum. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got 19 points.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Celtics.
And as one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Jaylen Brown.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
And so it's Washington with it. Here's McCollum. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Now here's White. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Pritchard. Over McCollum. That's another rebound.
Collecting yet another board.
He's been everywhere. Just sensational. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Thank you very much. Jaylen, you had it going. Can you talk about the confidence you had tonight?
I'm just trying to continue to show people what I can do, continue to get better. It's a long journey. It's a process. I still got a long way to go and a lot to learn, so I'm going to just keep going up.
It's all part of the journey. Thanks, Jaylen.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.